Topeka's new common consumption zones will be unveiled next week, but how will enforcement work in those areas? We took a look at the zones earlier this week. Tonight, 13's Callie Holthouse met with city officials to get some answers. Callie, what'd you find out?
Yeah, Melissa, I spoke with City Councilman Spencer Duncan, who helped change state law to allow for two common consumption zones here in Topeka, one downtown and the other in Noto. He says after the dust settles, the expectation is that things will be rather relaxed.
I don't think early on the goal is to be the heavy stick sort of approach.
Early enforcement of common consumption zones will focus on getting everyone adjusted.
So I think early on we'll make sure we have a little extra presence in the area, primarily just to make sure everybody's in sync with what the new guide them.
Law enforcement helped guide decision-making prior to the zone's implementation.
We did spend a lot of time, not just with our local law enforcement, but with other law enforcement agencies across the state and some of the bigger cities, what their concerns would be. And then we did look at some other areas.
Like Northwest Arkansas, where city leaders attended an intercity visit in 2022.
We talked to their law enforcement, and the consensus was, as long as we have these rules in place, we don't have concern.
Duncan trusts residents will cooperate.
We're not Vegas, right? We're not New Orleans, we're Topeka, and people are going to use it responsibly.
Existing liquor laws still apply to common consumption zones. Plus,
they have to have an identifiable cup when you leave there, just to know, so we know where the drink came from.
You can take liquor out of a venue, but businesses decide if you can bring it in.
I think you'll see some will, some won't, but that'll be an individual decision each business is just going to have to make.
And you can't bring your own alcohol into common consumption zones.
If you allow people to start bringing in sort of whatever they want, it is harder to regulate that.
Councilman Duncan ended with this message.
Just enjoy it, everybody. Don't make it too complicated and follow the rules.
Duncan added that the common consumption zones serve as a way to boost economic development in those areas, which the city officials have been laser focused on in recent years.